So like I like to be entertained, and he really entertains me, which really like makes me like him a lot. He's a really big comedian,
Yeah.
which really, which like makes me like him a lot because he makes me laugh,
Yeah.
and makes me smile,
And yeah. And
makes me happy.
Yeah, and only a dry joke will make you sad, right?
Yeah. It's better to laugh than to cry.
Yeah.
So basically, be happy.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah, for sure, you know. And now your first project will be expected to come out maybe a timeline for that, especially the Kenyan project, and whether someone asks about how you're going to balance in terms of using the appealing to the audience back here, use of local language, maybe local languages, national language.
I'll definitely use Swahili because if it reaches internationally, it will make other people around the world really get to know our language, and maybe they might come to understand it and maybe learn it, which will be really good because it'll put Kenya on the map.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Lewis. You know,
Thank you very much.
And of course you're not walking this journey all alone. You know. People who've supported you, people who've taken you, you got your family at your back, people who've taken you to Hollywood, and just to see you actualizing your dream. How big is that, man?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my family, especially my mom, my dad. That's my brother. For helping
And your mom, well, I mean, though she told me about being shy to speak, but she's around. I don't know if she can say a word about working with you, and how big that she, no big, but how she wants you to see your vision coming to true. You know, how she visions you in your every day. You know, I mean, how important is this to support? Yeah, your you know, supporting him and being there for him. What does it take?
It's not easy, to be honest with you, as an African parent, because we believe that our children, they should be having a profession that comes from the academic, and that's like doctors and teachers or lawyers. So for me, when he started saying that he wanted to become a film director, I was not for it, because that is not from our culture. But eventually, I came to realize that this is in him, and I should respect what he feels like he wants to be. So I decided to support him fully. I remember one day I went with him to school before I decided to support him, and he was choosing the subject that he wanted to do. Myself, I'm a public health specialist, so I have been in academic for many years. I have like 3 degrees. So when I was trying to help him to choose the subject, I was just into academic, and I remember choosing the subject that I really wanted him to do, because I wanted him to become a lawyer. And Louis, he was very cheeky, because what he did after choosing all the subjects, he went behind my back to the teacher, and he started cancelling all the subject that I had chosen, and he put performing arts, which I felt like, no, this is not what I wanted. And then he started putting the sports and those kind of, which are not academic, we call it vocational or BTEC in UK. And I was not happy about that, because we had to have a disagreement with the teacher why I'm the parent and I should advise him accordingly. And he was very, very confident, saying this is what I want, and you should not choose what I want. We had a small row, and then eventually I decided I'll do what he wants to do. And he said that he wants to go to Hollywood, as you have heard. We went there, and he was so excited. And then we have been to Australia, we have been to New Zealand and Dubai, or even scenery that we go into talk about
him to Hollywood.
To Hollywood. I used to start talking about the filmmaking, and this is a very good scenery for making the film. So we have decided to support him, and we have no problem with that. So for me, I feel like what I can advise Kenyans, and especially who are in the UK or in abroad, and who are also here in the country, if they notice that their child has a talent, it's good to try to help them and to nurture that talent, because tomorrow there might be somebody. Like now we were saying about this lady, our role model, Peter. You see that the dad is somebody who is not in the government and he has been academic. He allowed the lady to go and do what she feel like it was good for her. And she's a person now who is very known worldwide. So I will tell the parents if they feel they want their children to be academic, not necessarily for that child to become whoever they want. It's them. It's the child who choose because they feel what they really want to do.
Yes.
Louis has the passion about this thing, and I have decided to support him. So if there is a parent outside there, don't fight with your child. If they want to become a film director, if they want to become an actor, if they want to be a journalist or in media, in any field, let them do it. Give them that platform. Let's help them. And that's what we are doing at the moment.
Yeah.
And I was scared a little bit about his dad, because also his dad is somebody who is coming from academic, and from where they come from in Ngure, Madeira. It's known Madeira, yeah, Masomo.
Yeah.
They are going to be very educated people. So even dad is very even
architects and all that. Right?
Exactly. So it was not easy for me also to say, Louis, let's go for this,
The
because
dad
I
is
was
an
also scared
engineer?
about the
Oh.
dad. Yes, you can say.
Yes. And so how do you take, how, you know, it's like you handing your kid to a coach, right? Let's say a golf coach, right? Who trains world beaters. He was also a world beater, but now you trusting him with your kid to try and make him to be a pro, or maybe become a star, or just become someone else because he's training with the best. What Lewis is getting from the best. You have pressure of seeing him turning out of what maybe the role models and all that.
Yeah, it involves a lot of thinking, a lot of time, a lot of asking many questions. Am I doing the right thing? But as long as he is telling me exactly what he's doing, and like maybe now you have done all these appointments and doing all these things, it reduces the pressure.
You start seeing it.
Yeah, you start
seeing the
it.
picture.
You embrace the idea, and then you start saying, now I'm ready to support, and I will go and work with you wherever you want to go. So I do appreciate people like you, because you are a young man like this one, and you had a time and you have talked about it. So, and this is from Kenya, and he's from Kenya, living abroad, and you just heard what he is planning to do, and you get it in a very serious way. So people like you, who they can identify those young people who are doing these things, it's good to help them at the early stage, and then when you nurture them and they reach where they want to get, even if they go abroad and become very famous, they can't forget where they have come from, the people like you.
Yes. Lewis, you have a promise to make?
I'll always...
Take a vow, bro. Take a vow.
I remember this day.
You remember the days when you were mad? Big, right? And now, but the picture is clear now. It's getting clear. You're happy that the mom is getting the picture, and it's, for you, it's like now you're going back and letting her, this is what I want. Now, can you say it? You had already said it, of course. All the same, thank you so much for coming through. I'm very sure when the first project comes out, they'll be the first ones to see it through KBC, of course, and through the underground, so other channels around KBC, be able to tell them, and just to encourage people, young people out there doing wherever they are doing that. So long as it's art and you believe in it, then you also have a place in this. You have your own place in as far as what you're doing is concerned, right? Yeah. So thank you so much for coming. And maybe in relation to how we all started, maybe remember we started like just on reading and all that, reading newspapers, translating and all that when we were in high school, but dreaming of doing it is of ultimately that's what you want to do, but now getting into it and having that person who gives you the final push is what matters. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much as well for coming through, and all the best, Louis. When he comes back here, he must be in an ear. Summer bunnies, right? In Manchester they say I picked up a few lingua, from Manchester. Tara, what's Tara?
Thank you.
Thank you. And see you. And see you. Like bye. What did they say?
What's it called? Safe.
Great, man. And when I was there, I was able to see, the beat the Beatles place down Matthew Street, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's big, you know, how they preserve their culture. Maybe you can just speak that in passing as you go. How they preserve their culture, their music, and how their radio is, you know. Big thing, right?
I'll let my mother say it. Because it's like it's.
They embrace it. How important are their icons? Talk about the Beatles, for instance. They maintain those walls on what's that club that they used to go and perform when they're just starting out? Yeah, on Matthew Street. Yes.
On Matthew Street.
Yeah. I've forgotten the name, but you know, like the door. Yeah, just along that street. Yeah, but you know, like Yeah, I remember it. But you know, like they preserved even the doors that the Beatles and the Lions used to pass through. You know, how important is that? You know, they even preserve a door on this side, but if there's need to open another one, they have it. But this one that Akinanani used to pass through, it's all preserved and has history and all that. I mean, that aspect of preservation of history, how important?
No, the English people, I think they value their culture a lot, and they value, and I think we should be like them, because they something small they can serve as you are everything you are saying, and they value history. If you remember in Liverpool, there are a lot of the museums and the time of the slaves, slavery is still there, and there are a lot of it's very rich in history. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
so
man.
let's preserve it.
Yeah. Oh, the Caravan Club, yes, the Caravan Club, yeah, the Caravan Club, yeah, the Caravan.
You know, I'm not a crabbing person.
You don't have to say it. All the same, thank you so much for coming through. See you again when you pass through. It's not easy to, you know, for people to come miles and miles and push it. You know, it comes to the purpose, and hopefully we're serving a bigger purpose as well. I'll see you. See you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for as well. Keep